Hi there! Today we're going to talk about the ethics and legalities of digital marketing. This is important for digital marketers and all business owners who run their own digital marketing activities. So what does the ethics and legalities of digital marketing mean? Ethics and legalities refer to the principles, the guidelines, and the regulations that govern the conduct of individuals and companies who are engaged in any promotional activities through digital channels. Ethics and legalities are two distinct concepts but closely intertwined. So let's start with defining ethics in digital marketing. Ethical principles in digital marketing involve adhering to moral standards and values while conducting marketing activities online. And this includes honesty, transparency, fairness, and respect for individuals' rights and privacy. Ethical considerations encompass issues such as truthful advertising, data privacy, consent, an accessible experience to users, and responsible content creation. Ethical digital marketing seeks to build and maintain trust with consumers, and that helps in fostering a positive online environment and avoiding deceptive or harmful practices. Now, moving to defining legalities in digital marketing. Legalities pertain to the legal rules and regulations that govern digital marketing activities, and these can vary by country, state, or region and include both industry-specific and general laws. Compliance with legal requirements involves adhering to advertising standards, consumer protection laws, and data protection regulations like the GDPR and CCPA. And it also involves intellectual property rights like copyright and trademark laws. And of course, it also involves industry-specific regulations like the FDA regulations for pharmaceutical advertising or the regulations related to promoting products like alcohol or nicotine-based products. Legal digital marketing ensures that marketers and businesses operate within the bounds of the law, minimizing the risk of legal disputes, fines, and reputational damage. So to sum up that part, ethics in digital marketing emphasizes the moral principles and values that guide marketers' behavior, focusing on doing what's right and fair in the digital landscape. Legalities, on the other hand, involve adhering to the specific laws and regulations governing digital marketing to ensure compliance with all legal requirements. A successful digital marketing strategy should integrate both ethical considerations and legal compliance, and that's to build a trustworthy brand and maintain a positive relationship with consumers while avoiding legal issues. Now let's go through some examples of ethics to be considered within digital marketing. Number one is honesty and truthfulness. And this means providing accurate and truthful information in advertisements, product descriptions, and marketing communications. And that naturally involves avoiding false or misleading claims about products or services. And number two is transparency. And this is about clearly disclosing sponsored content, affiliate relationships, or any paid endorsements. Transparency also involves being transparent about data collection and usage practices, including cookie tracking. Number three is privacy and data protection. And this means obtaining explicit consent for data collection and processing. This is both a digital marketing ethic and a legality. And surely, safeguarding user data and protecting it from unauthorized access or breaches is part of that. And number four, we have user consent. This means ensuring that users must provide informed and voluntary consent for various marketing activities, such as email subscriptions or cookie usage. Now, this is not only an ethical consideration, but also a legal obligation, and this provides users with control over their data and the ability to opt out of tracking whenever they want. Number five, we have targeting and personalization. Now, many brand messages are being personalized and customized for customers to make it more relevant and engaging. Therefore, digital marketers need to balance between personalization and user privacy. And of course, they must avoid intrusive or creepy targeting practices. On a different note, respecting user preferences for content and communication frequency is also a part of ethical targeting. And number 6, we have user experience. And this means prioritizing user-centric design and usability to create positive online experiences. And that's why practices like pop-up ads and other intrusive elements that disrupt user experience are discouraged. Number 7, we have responsible content creation. This is super important, not only because it's an ethical thing to consider, but also because it could harm the business and you may receive backlash from your audience. You must avoid offensive, discriminatory, or controversial content, and you must ensure that your content is fact-based and free from misinformation or fake news, which is not always easy, specifically on social media. Number 8 is inclusivity and diversity, and this is about representing diverse audiences and perspectives in marketing campaigns. Some brands use this as their edge. For instance, they would highlight that their clothes are suitable for all sizes, or some makeup brands would highlight that their products are made for all skin colors. But the most important thing is to avoid stereotypical portrayals when you're advertising. Number 9, we have responsible influencer marketing. Now, once again, this is about honesty and authenticity. Digital marketers should encourage influencers to promote products honestly and authentically. The best practice in this case is when influencers disclose their paid partnerships and affiliations. Number 10, we have customer reviews and testimonials. Now, this is an important aspect of ethical digital marketing, which even Google is trying to control. Businesses must only leverage genuine customer reviews and testimonials and avoid fake or manipulated reviews and ratings. Number 11 is fair competition, and this means competing fairly and avoiding anti-competitive practices. It extends to respecting copyright and trademark laws when using competitors' intellectual property. Number 12 is accessibility, and this involves making digital marketing content accessible to individuals with disabilities by complying with web accessibility standards, like the WCAG. Number 13 is environmental responsibility, which involves minimizing the environmental impact of digital marketing practices, such as reducing energy consumption and the carbon footprint. Number 14, social responsibility, and this is a great concept that most companies are trying to apply today in their marketing. Social responsibility refers to supporting social causes and community initiatives that align with the company's values, as well as avoiding harmful or exploitative marketing tactics. Now, moving to legalities of digital marketing, let's explore some of the most important laws that digital marketers must oblige to. Number 1 is General Data Protection Regulation, also known as GDPR. GDPR is a comprehensive data protection law in the European Union that governs the processing of personal data. And one of the most important parts of the law is that under GDPR, businesses must obtain explicit consent before collecting and processing personal data. They're also required to provide users with the right to access, rectify, or delete their data. The second law is the CAN-SPAM Act. The CAN-SPAM Act is a U.S. federal law that sets regulations for commercial email marketing. And under CAN-SPAM, marketers must include clear and accurate subject lines, provide a valid physical address for the company, as well as offer an easy way for recipients to opt out from future emails. This is important to know if you're marketing to audiences in the United States. Now, similarly, Canada also has Canada's anti-spam legislation that regulates email marketing and requires explicit consent. And number 3, we have California Consumer Privacy Act, also known as the CCPA. And the CCPA is a California state law that grants consumers greater control over their personal information. CCPA gives Californian consumers the right to know what personal data businesses collect about them and the right to opt out of data sales and also the right to have their data deleted upon request. Number 4, we have the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. And this act is a US federal law that regulates telemarketing, including text messages and phone calls. And under that law, marketers must obtain prior express consent from consumers before sending them promotional text messages or using auto-dialing systems to make calls. Number 5, we have Federal Trade Commission guidelines, also known as the FTC. And the FTC enforces various regulations to ensure fair and ethical advertising practices. For instance, FTC guidelines require clear disclosures in influencer marketing, endorsements, and affiliate relationships to prevent deceptive advertising. And number 6, we have copyright trademark laws. Copyright and trademark laws protect intellectual property rights in digital marketing. Unauthorized use of copyrighted images or trademarks in digital marketing materials can lead to legal actions for copyright infringement or trademark violations. Number 7, we have the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. And this act is a US federal law that protects the online privacy of children under 13 years old. For example, websites and online services collecting data from children must obtain verifiable parental consent and provide clear privacy policies. Number 8, we have fair competition laws, and these laws prevent anti-competitive practices in digital marketing. For instance, engaging in false advertising, price fixing, or deceptive trade practices can lead to legal consequences under fair competition laws. And then there's number 9, which is industry-specific regulations. Various industries have specific regulations that apply to digital marketing. For example, the pharmaceutical industry is subject to specific FDA regulations regarding drug advertising. And number 10, we have the Advertising Standards Authority, also known as the ASA. This body sets guidelines for ethical and honest advertising in the UK, and failure to comply with ASA guidelines can result in complaints, fines, or reputational damage. It's important for digital marketers to stay informed about these ethical and legal requirements to avoid legal disputes, fines, and maintain a positive image. And failure to adhere to these laws and ethics can lead to legal consequences or harm both the brand's image and the customer trust. Now, thank you very much for watching this video. We hope that you now have a better understanding of the ethics and legalities of digital marketing. But if you have any further questions, drop them in the comments and we'll get back to you.